Yes, Sirski, we got a fight October 31st. It's going down, y'all. Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. Just seeing their media workout, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We seen a lot from both parties. The original media workout like video that dropped on the Showtime YouTube page and I guess like Fight Hype and everything, that was like all Tank, but Fight Hype had released separately like a 6 minute like footage of like Leo Santa Cruz hitting the mitts. What I seen, Leo was working his he was working his strategy of outside boxing, working the ring and boxing. Because he said that that's what he's gonna have to do the first half of the fight, and then he can push forward. It was looking good. He was like strong boxing. He was throwing a lot of power shots and a lot of punches and bunches, obviously, a lot of 1-2s and a lot of body shots. It was looking good, but he was doing it from the outside while keeping his feet busy and working the ring. Defensively, he looked okay. He looked okay. I'm worried for real, honestly, because like I just let's just get in what I seen with Tank. First of all, it starts with Mayweather. Mayweather, he says first of all he says that he corrected the interviewer. The interviewer asked him like, yeah, like you're like a big brother to him. He's like, I'm more like a father figure. You know what I mean? And he asked him about like what's going on with this fight, and Mayweather had went on a rant about it was cool how he promoted because like he kept on comparing Leo Santa Cruz to the way he came up through going weight class to weight class to weight class, and he's saying a lot of people saying Leo is too small, but when you beat the best person in your weight class, you move up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I did. Blah blah blah. He eventually got into what happened last week with Lomachenko and Lopez, and he said that he was happy for Lopez, but at the same time, he called out all of the sanctioning bodies, specifically the WBC and the WBA, I believe. Yeah, I think it was those two because Leo, Lopez is undisputed at this point after the Lomachenko fight, and Lomachenko didn't really have the belt. He like gave up the belt. He was like a franchise champion, and Devin Haney is the actual champion, and he said that Tank is the WBA champion. So he said he can't really credit Lopez as being pretty much undisputed because Devin Haney has the WBC and Tank has the WBA. And he says that all of the sanctioning bodies need to get it together. There's too many belts out there. The super is not real. He said you're just trying to get money off the sanctioning fees, and it's not right. He said even his camp has to clean it up. I guess because Rolly has a belt as well right now. He says that a lot of these kids are just walking around with belts. It's like trophies. He said Ryan Garcia walked around with like the WBC and IBF belts, and he's not even a champion in those. He said that it has to stop, and he's tired of it. And he just went on a rant about that. And with Leo, he just kept saying that y'all can't complain about his weight, pretty much. You know what I mean? And I see why he said that because Leo, he was looking good on the mitts, and though he was back foot fighting, he's not as strong as Tank. I don't think. I mean, it doesn't matter. He don't have to be as strong as Tank. Like if Tank can't take his punches, it really don't matter. He don't gotta hit as hard as Tank. But from what I've seen, he doesn't hit as hard as Tank. At least while boxing. At least while boxing. When he's coming forward, he's obviously gonna be stronger. But at least not while he's boxing. His defense needs work. The way it just needs work. The way he slips is just real awkward. A lot of his movements is awkward, and it's good while you're doing mitts and stuff, but like when you're in the heat of battle, and it's worked for him. Don't get me wrong, it's worked for him. He only lost one time, but at the same time, going against a power puncher like Tank, like, and he's moving up and wait for this fight. Like he's gonna have to like really dig deep with his defense, like just get a little bit more sharper with that. You know what I mean? Tank, he was looking real good. He was just shadow boxing for about like 5 rounds. Did like 2 rounds of mid work. The only thing that I'm really worried about with Tank is obviously the weight, because they're happy he's at 135 right now, and he has 11 days until he fights. Again, I'm a fighter as well. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to have a fight next month, but it got pushed back because the pandemic and everything. But I fight at 130, just like what he's doing. And me right now, I'm at 133, and like it's the hardest thing cutting this weight. It's like you do everything, and it's like sometimes the weight just doesn't move. That's my issue. My issue is the same as Tank's. So him being at this 135 and then Floyd saying that he's 130, he's under 134, that scares me. He was powerful doing mitts, looked real good, shadow boxing and stuff, but at the same time he still has a couple more pounds to go to drain, and meaning he gotta up it. He gotta up the tempo in his training, which means we may get a drained Tank by the time it's fight time. Because with me, I got a good amount of time to drop these 3 pounds. I got way more than 11 days. He has 11 days. He said he can do it. He said he can drop the weight today. I'm pretty sure he can. But it's about keeping it off and then having it be comfortable whenever you can't be drained going to the scales. At least with me, like I fight the same day. With him, he's gonna have the next day to recover. I mean, have that day to recover for the following day to actually fight. But it's just like that's the only thing I worry for him, because I feel like Leo's already at weight, or like a little bit closer to weight than Tank is. But we shall see. Honestly, I still got Tank. Ringing Leo's bell. He hits way too hard. Like Tank, he hits with purpose. Don't get me wrong, Leo hits with purpose too. But it's just like they're just two, like they're two different calibers of fighters. That's what I see. Like where like Leo needs to sharpen up and to pace himself in certain aspects. Tank got that already. Tank, only thing you ever worry about Tank is you wonder if he's ever doing enough. And he has an awesome coach. He has an awesome trainer. So there's no reason for us to worry about that. Like I'm pretty sure everything will always be taken care of in the training camp of Tank Davis. But is Leo actually training the right way for Tank? Some would say yeah, the tactic isn't bad at all, but the way he's looking is just like he has to sharpen up. Because the way he's talking about taking Tank in the deep waters, Tank is great defensively, so his defense could carry him rounds, kind of like Lomachenko. But the difference between him and Lomachenko is he does have those equalizers in both hands, where even Leo accepted it before the fight even happened, where he's like, I can get knocked out by him. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I just need Leo to sharpen up to make it a better fight, because I believe that he's going to bring it. You know what I mean? I believe he's going to bring it. But if he get caught because he's lacking defensively super early, that's going to make me feel some type of way, because I'm like, I know Leo's a better caliber fighter, and I don't want him to just get caught with one of those punches. Like, he should be defensively sound. So I just want Leo to work more defensively. I want Tank to get that weight off him as fast as possible, keep it off of him, relax with it off of him, and just get comfortable at that 130 weight. So when you hit the scales, you're 130 whatever, you go rehydrate and you're Gucci. You know what I mean? Because fight wise, I don't feel like I need to really say much about Tank. I feel like Tank could come in being Tank, because Tank is going to catch punches. He's going to slip. He's going to pressure you while being defensively sound. And then he counters well. He counters real well. So he's not going to let flurries just happen. You know what I mean? It's just all about it. What Tank are we going to get? Are we going to get a dehydrated Tank, or are we going to get an energized Tank? But at the end of the day, Tank is still undefeated. So, we shall see. What do you guys think? Do you think that Leo's looking great in training camp? Do you see any flaws in his game, or do you think that he's ready to go? Like, he's all Gucci. What do you think about Tank? Do you think that Tank's ready to go? Do you think he's dehydrated? Do you think that Floyd is giving up on him? Do you feel like Floyd is coming up with the best game plan to promote this fight? How do you, what is your predictions in this fight? Who do you think is going to actually win, and why? Let me know in the comment section. Till then, guys. See you next time.